Yeah, what's up? It's Solomon King from Esoteric Minds Media. I'm gonna call this one here a little special one because I posted something in the group the other night, right? And a lot of people really want to hear what's going on and or should I say up here, you know what I mean? But still, I appreciate the support and the love too, guys. And I'm talking about for the FTP community. You know what I mean? Yeah, I actually gave me the courage to do it and stop beating around the bush about it. So, y'all want to know channel messages and all this and that about what I get sometimes being right here in the lab. You know, it's like this when you alone and when you chosen to be alone, like for real. That's when you are supposed to get it. It's your time to get it. It's your time to wake up. It's your time to see it for what it is. You know what I mean? A lot of people, and I'm gonna say this: a lot of people don't like being alone. They're afraid to be alone, so they jump from relationship to relationship, job to job, place to place, thing to thing. You know, it's part of the cycles and the spirals. You know what I mean? Um, but it ain't when until when you truly alone you get it. You know, I even saw people that be on cruise ships doing it. You know, channeling in front of many people, and I didn't really understand that one. You know what I mean? Because a lot of this stuff is sacred. You know what I mean? Not only that, if we could do this shit, everybody could do this shit. It just take proper application. You know what I mean? You got to understand things and get it simple, basic understandings of things, and it'll open up a lot of stuff for you. Really, it would. Uh, do I read books? Yeah, I read books, but it's to feed the spirit. If you understand what I'm saying. Uh, yeah, I read books, but I really don't have to. You see what I'm saying? These days, people really don't have to read books. You know, you just get it. You know what I mean? But I want to touch bases with y'all on something. I'm gonna answer this one. You know, um, when you get all these channelings, if that's what you call it, I just call it downloads or I just call it conversations. You know, with faith, with the archangel. You know what I mean? Because that's how they present themselves. Seraphim, archangel. You know, stuff like that. But I also know they beings too. You know, it's higher states of consciousness, light frequencies, star constellations and star clusters, whatever. It's the truth. Y'all want to know. So it's like this: the more you get in this the right way, you know, because I listen to a lot of people. But the more you get in this the right way, you tend to break these belief systems that they got here. You know, because it's all based on beliefs, perceptions, feelings, emotions. It really is. You know what I mean? And we talk about the isness of everything. That's one of the people that really be in tune with what I'm saying because they know I always say it is, and so it is because it is. This word is beautiful. This word is exactly how we did this shit. You know what I mean? Um, but to get that's part of the belief systems being break and broke and all this and that. You know, me, what I don't get about myself is this native tongue that I have. Once I woke up to things, you see, um, the way I get it and the way I explain it is two different ways because of my upbringing. It's people's upbringing. It's the way they speak. It's the way we was programmed. You know, but you got to break a lot of belief systems. You got to have faith in knowing. You got to know it because who gonna believe what you get in anyway when you can't see exactly what you're getting, but you know it's a transmission. You get it because we like broadcasting stations. We our body. I call it this when I conversate or when I channel or whatever. When this back and forward reception. You know. I just I just say we big ass tuning forks, yo. And the reaction I get from it, it be like dead ass. You see? So yeah, we gotta break belief systems. Like the heaven and hell thing. We all go back to the source. You know what I mean? But you gotta understand the wholeness of a, you gotta understand the separated part of a whole part. You see what I'm saying? You got one up, you got one down. Polarities. You get it? So it don't matter what source you're polarizing to. You see, you are polarizing. You are doing it to yourself. You get where I'm coming from? So it takes a lot of deep inner work. And I mean inner work, which means you're going to have to use your memory. You know, memory does serve you. You know, we are connected to a world server. You see, memory serving me correctly. You see how they got us on these words, but if we know how to use the words properly, we can access things in our body. We can access so much, y'all. And it's in such an esoteric way. You see, you got to understand the conscious mind from the subconscious mind, the dialogue from the symbolism, if you will, because it's like coding. It really is. And I know it sounds weird, guys, but y'all want to hear it, so I know y'all gonna be interested in it. So I appreciate it. You see, um, I never really got. uh, that was another one. I've just zoomed on the email, but I never really got into detail of explaining how it feel. But I can kind of express it to you. But you have to understand the energy centers, because each center is a freaking, like it's a state of awareness, if you will, conscious awareness, signals, hits. You see, they fear is one thing. Let me get on that. Fear is one thing that's not going to go anywhere. You see, you got to understand when they say choose love over fear. You see, it's your inward expressions that set your outside actions. You see, and when it sets your outside actions, you're going to see the outward manifestation of the actions that you're taking in that moment, that the moment you feel it. You see what I'm saying? If you get exactly where I'm coming from. So when they say choose love over fear, you have to know this mentally, emotionally, and physically, if you get where I'm coming from. Because where the mind goes, the body is going to follow. But we dealing with vibration and frequency right now. You see? If you're going off the frequency of fear, and we understanding matter, and we really understanding vibration here, you are going to vibrate to that feel, that frequency. The feel is going to correlate to the mind, the mental projection. You get where I'm coming from? So when you're walking in the astral, which means that it's the imaginary world, the world that you projected in your mind. You brought up that portal, that Stargate, wave, whatever you want to call it. You see, I'm trying to break it down real simple. So when you walk there, and when you're walking in that emotion with the projection that you're seeing, and it's all really false evidence until you make it real. You get it? The illusion to the illusion. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying, because I'm trying to explain it the best way, and I think I am, because I know what I'm getting and feeling, because it's time for it. So and then when you get back when you get back, but really when you get back, when you, and this is from somebody that's not skilled in this. I taught myself all this, you see. So when you come back to the physical way of feeling and being, you have to reconstruct your mind, your way of thinking, because the brain breaks down everything, it analyzes everything. The mind projects it, it shows it, but it still have to come to connect with the brain. The you, that's you, is the brain. The mind and the brain is two different things. It's we not the thinkers here. You see, we are. How can I say this? It's simply put in like the Bible says, we the vessels of this. You know, but that goes back to we have to break a lot of conscious belief systems. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't understand the difference between the sun and the moon. I don't know why I'm supposed to explain this all of a sudden, but it's like the sun is more for the external when the moon is for the internal. You know, if you understand the moon and what it does with the waves in the ocean, you understand what it does to your body. You see, and last night, matter of fact, um, one of these guys, Black Magic 363, I did a live about that, what the moon does to the human avatar body. And it was mind blowing because I sat here and I got this years ago. You know, I used to have somebody I used to sit back and talk to about all this stuff, but I think I kind of drove them kind of, you know. So yeah, I feel guilty for a lot of stuff, you see, because that's why when they tell you a lot of people not ready to wake up, a lot of people are really not ready to wake up. They're not really ready to get what you get that Christ teaching. It is what it is. Did nothing else come? That's why it was the pause. You know what I mean? But yeah, and I accept it. You know, so that was a little brief something. You know what I mean? Because when it ends, it ends. You know, and it's like when it ends, that means it's for somebody to get it, soak it up, and get exactly what I'm saying. But if y'all have a question, I mean, like, share, subscribe. You see what I'm saying? And I was told I gotta tell people that. And I don't understand why you have to tell people something when you should, if it resonate with you, you should automatically support it. You see, but I want to get at y'all about that too. Energetic, everything. You see, but if you have a question, just leave it in the comment and I will answer it. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't have had the bravery to freaking come out and do it. Yes, I like connecting with people. I love connecting with people because I connect with people in a way that many don't. You see, confirmation. You know, that's why I know why I'm alone, because the choice that it is, the anointing, the something that shows me that it's gonna be like that until you find the right one that's mentally and that knows the purpose. You see, so that's kind of a hard pill to swallow when your life moving forward, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's like me is going through this. You see, so it's not the fact that you're not gonna find nobody, because we all like minds and we are finding each other. It's just that a lot of people look at the body, you see, and they totally ignore the mind, you know, and they fall for control systems here. Because I guarantee you this, everybody alive here is not the same anymore. A lot of people just don't notice that, you see, and the ones that do notice it, it's too late for them because they already let that thing walk in. That's what I call it. Don't, when I say a thing, don't look at it like it's something scary when it's just another soul walk in, or whatever y'all call possession from another polarity. You know, we're not understanding why they have people focus on 3D to 5D. You see, when you totally missing, it's a number in the middle of it, 4. You see, they keep y'all away from that because they want y'all on metaverse. We in the fourth dimension, and if y'all want to know about that, leave a comment. You know, if you feeling what I'm saying, you know. So yeah, that's what it is, and I thank y'all for replying to that post. And now you got the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And it's one special person I want to think. Really, it's a couple, but I don't want to put her name out there because I don't know if she want her name to be exposed. But I did a post about Lucifer, and this is how I'm gonna know you know who I'm talking to, and you was like, that's compassionate. That's all I'm gonna say, you know, because you understood, and then you gave me so much confidence this morning when you messaged me this morning. So it's you and it's another one. You know, I don't want to put no names out there yet until you say it's okay to do it. You know, so it's each one reach one, teach one, and I hope y'all really, really, the ones that wanted me to put this out, I hope y'all really get it. You know, so I love y'all. I thank y'all, FTP, for real, for even listening to me, because this is what I go through. You know what I mean? And I try to figure out why me sometimes, but for some reason, um, the God Goddess Absolute, the Archangel, the Seraphim, they have some type of faith in me to do it. Even cherubim. It's the truth, y'all, for real. The straight up truth.